if I was really hunting some down, I wanted to make sure I got it. My Willy Wonka's golden ticket into getting what I want from my want list, and that's what I'm talking about, Discogs. We're back for more. Talking about the Discogs Wantlister. Hey, howdy, hello to you. I just spent some time talking about this hilarious dream turntable builder, and I built my dream turntable, and the article was hilarious. The lady talking about it, roasting it. So Discogs made this new feature. You've been on Discogs, right? Everybody knows Discogs, giant site. Hi, puppy. You can find all kinds of amazing stuff from sellers. You can also sell stuff. I've talked about how I kind of do it, how I've dabbled in it. If I bought collections or if I buy stuff that I don't necessarily want anymore, I use Discogs. It's great. You know. So you know about that. All right, let's go to Wantlister. Shout out ACU. So, Discogs Wantlister. Greeted with very big album art. That's pretty cool. So I had just some things in my want list. Looks like some Kendrick and Maria's, some Harry Styles, and random stuff. You can go to the want list, which I think takes you back to the boring want list. Yeah, the old, disgusting, hard to look at want list. So the filter section is cool. I like that you can limit the seller location, and you can specify which countries you want to see. So, I mean, I'm just going to limit to United States because I don't want to pay import prices. I don't have to, although that could be against your favor because some of the stuff might be exclusive to the country that you want. So you have to be careful there. Then you can specify minimum seller rating. And this is scary because it only hard stops at 90%. So if someone has less than that, you probably don't want to be buying from it anyway. But it just deletes them out of the system. So you could start with only sellers from 100%, and then you get, I'm not demanding that I have a standard. 98% is great for the most part. I feel like that's, you see, and you can go through it, and you can look and see what most sellers are, and most of them are above 98% if they're worth their grain of salt. I mean, they should be at 100%. Like, why you got problems? Some people are weird, I understand. So you can choose minimum seller ratings. You can do minimum media condition. I love this graph. This is beautiful. Ew, look at this. But I don't know why they did orange. They did orange on the bottom. That's mean. How dare you? So then you can, choose. Like if I wanted to make sure it's at least minimum of a VG Plus media. There you go. Why are you collecting anything less than that unless it's decades and decades old? Totally fair, but gives you that option. And you can customize the sleeves too. Include sleeveless media, include generic media. You can set a maximum price. You're like, look, I only got $100. You can set, look at all the formats. By artist, you can literally select artists. And they have ones that I've already saved. That's cute. You can start typing it, I'm sure, and it do Kendrick, and there it is, bingo. By release, you can literally sort by release. That's pretty cool. I haven't really looked into this much, so you can just specify if you only want to look at able bodies. I follow multiple ones to see if I can get one. But it looks like you can do that. You can click multiple able bodies now. Boom. That's what I'm talking about. Now, unfortunately, there's nothing available, so you can try removing the condition and do minimum seller rating 90. That could be a problem too. Like, what if it doesn't pop up? I mean, that's great. And from the United States, you have to start deleting stuff. But it gives you a system to sort. That's really cool. I could see that being of use. And I guess you could kind of do that before, though, but you just have to. So, Beatles love songs. I wanted to see all releases. Then I wanted to see all versions. You can also sort ships from, format, currency, style. I kind of like this system because then I can narrow it down. Let's say with a click, VG Plus or near mint, I can actually see the number there. That's kind of sick. So let's say I demand near mint, and then I can see what pops up, and there it is. And then you can sort it by country and go from there. Let's just look at two. I like that you can click multiple ones. I like that it's tied to want list because it is not necessarily tied to the current want list because The want list is strictly you can see the items for sale. So let me try one that I think it will have options. Let's see if I want to see it define the gray line. Here we go. Here's different ones. That's a CD. That's why it's so cheap, but this is cool. I like the experience of looking at the album cover, seeing the price and shipping and the description. That's great. And the seller. It's a different experience. That's all it is. It's just a little bit different filtering options, and you can get real-time notifications. This is what I think I appreciate. If I was really hunting something down, I wanted to make sure I got it. It's my Willy Wonka's golden ticket into getting what I want from my want list, and that's what I'm talking about, Discogs. Now you're doing stuff that the people want, and we appreciate you. So, what have we learned today? Discogs is not all bad. There are things that they're doing to try to make it better. Let's see what people are saying. So they want to sort by artist or title, release date, format, condition, price, shipping cost, total cost. Existing tools get me to the titles, formats, price range, but I can't sort what I found. So, for example, I'm trying to collect all the Tom Waits and MoMAs, and my want list is rather large. It includes multiple versions and releases. If I could filter and sort by these traits, and the big album art thumbnails are nice for browsing, but not great for making buying decisions. The use case for want list is choosing what to buy. For me, that means a table that I can filter and sort as opposed to the big album art. Filters are pretty good, but it will be helpful if I can filter out any listings with high shipping costs. That's a nice thing. I often find myself wishing I could easily see how many of my want list items are available from the same seller. You know what? That's true. Like when you find something you like from a seller and you want to buy several things, you can get discounted shipping, maybe a bundle deal or something. See if you can rosy them into something like that. Tell me you haven't done it. Now, I know some sellers won't like that because not all items that a seller has is going to be negotiable, or they haven't checked the little box that lets them allow offers. That still needs to be done over messages, but hey, I'm with it. That would be a great feature. I think more things should be negotiable with the seller. Oh, wow. So here's a guy, Sean here from Stoat Labs, the folks that built Wantlister. Thanks so much for the thoughtful list. We hear you loud and clear on the shipping cost filtering. So they're working on it right now. Technical complexity, because shipping policies are very complex. Holy Moses. They are. You have to sort them by country, and you have to sort if you want priority or medium mail or whatever other options you have, and you can specify price, item, weight, dimensions. Oh, it's insanity. So I understand that's going to be technical. Those are some good ideas as we look to expand the use case. Right now, it's more of a set and forget it for customizing your daily digest and real-time alerts, which we love. But, we know we'll also make a good want list shopping UI once we implement some things to support that. But I like what you're saying. Like we'll work on some bundles. Thanks for the feedback. Cool. Looks like they care, man. Really does. Elevate your Discogs Wantlist with Wantlister. So how did he say do it? Click the vertical ... on the release. Select more from this seller. Focus on this release or block the seller. You can block sellers. That's cool if you don't want to buy from bigger companies and you want to support smaller ones or vice versa. More from this seller. What does that do? You are viewing Wantlister matches from us. There you go. There's your answer. That's sick. So I could see everything in my want list from that seller, which that option already is in there in the regular Discogs. But you have to go to the seller's page and see it. You can't do it on one tab. The one tab thing is handy. I gotta tell you. You can clear the focus, and then you can focus on this release, and then, oh my gosh. There they all are. Isn't that great? And then you can focus and you can filter low to high and stuff, right? Filter. No, you can't. Maximum price by format, by artist, by release. Wait, where'd it go? That's very complicated. It looks like. You can leave feedback. I don't see a way to filter it. Doesn't appear to be sorted by price. Thought that was kind of a big deal. Like a lot of people are looking for certain price. I guess you could limit it down in price. Like you could go start at 40 and then go down. This is a new feature, and then you just drop it down. Boom. You can slowly raise it. And then I could go to more from the seller, and then I could like send an offer on multiple, right? So, but you click it, it still sends you back here. Too soft to make the offer and stuff from there. It's just a different way of browsing. Hey, we like it. We like the progress. That's cool. I wanted to check it out because I was very curious. Elevate my game on Discogs. So that's cool. Making a difference, man. One vinyl record at a time. Appreciate you stopping by. Oh, I meant to turn off screen cap. That was dumb. Please tell me it got that. Stopping recording. Fantastic. We'll see you back real soon. We got more stuff we're trying to do in the studio that we're setting up. We've been following that process because we moved with 300 records, and we talked about how we got here 1,000-something miles down south, carrying them all safely. Couple exceptions. Quite the drama. Vinyl shootouts and other kinds of stuff that were vinyl shoots out, and more madness will ensue. Keep your ears on the ground for that. This video, if this goes another 5 minutes, Taylor Swift will already have dropped a #1 album on Billboard, so maybe it's time. We'll talk about... here's something I saw on the Tetragrammaton podcast with Robert Downey Jr. and Rick Rubin. Robert Downey Jr. said, "Open a door, but don't be a doormat." And I like that. Keep on grooving your way.